Even as businesses begin to reopen and stay-at-home orders are being relaxed, we are still driving a whole lot less. And because of that, one of the country's largest insurance companies has announced for a second time it is lowering its car rates. NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack joins us live with more on that good news for us. Randy.
Colleen, this is actually great news for consumers because each time an insurance company actually makes the decision to lower its rates, it actually puts pressure on other insurance companies to follow suit, and that brings down rates across the industry.
Stay-home orders due to COVID-19 have resulted in empty streets, less driving, and fewer accidents. State Farm Insurance has responded, saying it plans to reduce auto rates in every state by 11%. Saving consumers $2.2 billion. That's on top of the $2 billion in dividends and credits the company started giving to customers weeks ago as part of its first pandemic relief program.
Millions of Californians are out of work. That means they're not driving and they're not making any money. And so premium relief in any form is good news for Californians.
Carmen Balber of the group Consumer Watchdog calls State Farm's decision a great next step. Back in April, when Allstate announced temporary pandemic relief premium refunds of 15%, within days, other insurance companies followed suit with similar temporary plans. Balber says recent data on driving shows consumers may be owed even more in relief for auto insurance.
Crashes have gone down almost 70%. And that average premium refunds to reflect that should be about 30%.
All the industry is monitoring what's going on, how much less people are driving, and this is a good thing for consumers.
Janet Ruiz is with the Insurance Information Institute representing the industry. She says drivers don't have to do a thing to receive the refunds or rebates on auto insurance. They should be calculated automatically. That said, check your statement when you renew. And if your rates aren't lower, it may be time to shop around. State Farm did not set a temporary timetable for round 2 of its pandemic response. Ruiz says the savings is indefinite.
It's an important time to be very aware and clear and looking at consumers' needs.
Balber agrees and says as long as our streets look like this, all insurers should get on board with more rate cuts.
Insurance companies will be seeing as time goes on that their claims continue to be far lower than they ever anticipated. That means consumers overpaid them, so we expect other insurance companies to follow suit.
The Department of Insurance is also asking insurance companies to submit their data and justify their rate cuts. Now, the reason they're asking them to submit that information is because they want to make sure that they're actually cutting enough money and not shortchanging consumers. Also, Ruiz points out that while the number of accidents are down, the severity of the ones that they are having are up, in part because the roads are clear and people are starting to drive a little faster. So as we get towards Memorial Day weekend, the message here is to slow down and take it easy. Reporting live in Chino Hills, Randy Mack.